Good morning. Well, I think this is the last pit in Unit 20 that I have to explore, or we have to explore, because, you know, you come along for the ride. It is 10:27, and I'm just now getting started. Oh me, oh my, what is a morning bite anyway? So this is what this pit looks like. It has a nice boat ramp. I can see the end of it way out there in the water, and I think maybe, just maybe, it's going to be bigger or deeper than 3 feet. So the possibilities of launching a boat in here seem good. I see tire tracks from a trailer going back in there, so hopefully. Wow, so it's kind of like a backward L shape. That's the end of the bottom part of the L right down there, and that looks really interesting. Not a whole lot of stuff along the bank, and from what I can see from here. Then it goes around the corner and goes way on back. So there's a south wind blowing, which is coming in this way. So, maybe, and there is a wind blowing today too. Maybe it won't be too bad of a problem trying to fight it. Why it matters today is because I'm going to try something different. I got a fluke tied onto my spinning reel. I've been throwing a buzzbait a lot, just because it's something that I can throw and keep moving. And with the fluke, there's only a small amount of strike zone area before it drops off deep, you know, along the weeds, along the bank. So I'm thinking if I'm casting out in front of the boat, and you know, it'll cover about 5 or 6 feet water, and that should be enough to find out if there's any fish wanting to hit it. But anyway, I'm excited to try this pit out, and I hope you come along for the ride, enjoy the whole thing. Hey, don't forget, I've had people say, yeah, your videos are kind of long. They're like almost 27 minutes. So if you stuck in commercials, it'll be a great TV show. But anyway, maybe what you can do is just sort of fast forward through my video, just kind of watch, and then pause and watch areas that are parts of it that look interesting. But you know, I'm just doing this so that you can see what the pits look like. You know, in case you were deciding where to go and you're not familiar with these pits like I'm not. I have no idea. I mean, these are the first time, or this is the first time I've been to this pit or any of the other ones that I've filmed over here around West Mineral. But anyway, hopefully you get an idea. So let's get an idea if there's any kind of fish that want to bite, as well as what this pit has to offer structure wise. Little bitty bass swimming along right there. The paddle test is coming up. Yeah, and this is one where it definitely just drops right off. But it's clear enough that you could have a spotter in the back. Oh wow. Yeah, that's almost 4 feet of water, I would think. I need to measure this paddle one of these days and find out how long it is. There's about maybe 8 inches or 10 inches of paddle that wasn't in the water at the end of this. But I guarantee you, if you overshoot it, your wheels are falling off and you're sitting on your springs. So just be careful, I guess, is the message there. Oh, wrong one. That's the bottom one. Here we go. I'm going to start this, go on down this bank right here, around down there and along that, around the corner, and then come back on this sunny side. Oh hey, there's a tube right, or a tunnel. Interesting. I know there's a creek around here. That looks like whatever it is flows into this and not the other way around. Come on. Prove to me that these lures are no fluke. Kind of shallow actually back in here. Well, the little fish like this thing. Oh, that one swam right by it. Okay, so this is the back end of the L. I wonder how many people have fished this particular tree. The bass are down there with a little checklist of how many times they see wacky rigs, how many times they see worms, Texas rig. Anyway, this is what the back end of the pit looks like. Looks like there might be a little creek that comes in right there too. And then you have this that goes around to there. I really need to have a topwater bait on. So this is a closer look coming up from the back of the L shape. This is this bank. Man, look at that beautiful poison ivy right there. Such nice red shiny leaves. Poison ivy there and over there and over there. Man, makes me itch just looking at it. As you can tell, I'm not really, when I'm using the chatterbait, it's like a jig almost, and I end up turning off the trolling motor and setting, and that's not what I need to do. I need to keep moving so I can see this whole pit. I think this is a net fish. I'm not 100% sure, but wow. I saw this guy along the bank. I cast my frog. He came up and hit it. Oh, shit. Oh, no. There you go. There you go. Whew. I thought I had my trolling motor on. He went right towards my trolling motor. Thankfully it was off and he just bumped into it. Wow. And he just inhaled that frog. Wow. Hey. Come on. No, I'm going to try to get you out. Believe me, that's my goal. Look how he took that frog down. Come on. Funny how your hands don't work like they're supposed to. You just landed a big bass. Come on, crying out loud. Good grief. There we go. Hot dog. Finally got you undone. Okay, a picture is worth 1,000 words. What a behemoth. This is the way. I do have my scales here. This is where I've had one flip off before, so I got to be real careful. Can't see with my dang glasses. Oh, bullshit. I think the battery's dead. It says like 2 pounds. Look at this fricker. Holy cow. I'm sorry, buddy. I'll get you back in the water just as fast as I can. I want to see if I can possibly do this without you flopping off into, yeah, 21 inches. 21. There we go. Okay. Thank you, buddy. Wow, look at the belly on that dude. Look at the belly. Holy cow. Well, I'm glad I switched to a frog. And I'm glad this reel has nice drag on it. Or that it was able to take some line, because this is just 10-pound test. I have no idea what weight that actually was. It said 7 and then it said 2. Yeah, time for a new battery. But anyway, so there's the boat ramp. And that guy was right there on the bank. I saw a couple other little fish, and then I saw this big fish. It's like, is that a carp? It's like, no, it looks like a bass. So I tossed my frog out. I just tied this on. Tossed my frog out about 2.5 feet in front of it. And it just said, yeah, that looks good. Went up, took it, no splash, no nothing. Just took it, went down. It's like, yeah, he's got it. And the rest is history. Heck yeah, that was awesome. I think I like this pit. Kidding. But wow, how cool. I'm glad I decided to go with a frog. Oh my goodness, look at that. Yeah, it goes back quite a ways. Hee-wee. That's the end of it, I do believe. I thought this was maybe like a weed bed, but it's just a bunch of leaves, it looks like. Here we got rocks along here and over there. Looks like runoff into this pit, maybe. So as I'm going around the corner, oh, I didn't even notice there was a little cove right there. That's the boat launch right back there. So keep that in mind. Oh wow. Look at what I have coming up here. Shadows, nice trees and water in places. This is a cool little rocky kind of point right here. Comes out a little ways. Yeah, I see some rocks there. Oh my. Cool pit. Look at this. Man, oh man, oh man. Steep, steep drop off. Very hungry warmouth, I would imagine. So this is working the way further down the arm. Still got a long ways to go. Man, look at that beautiful poison ivy hanging over the bank there. That's the place you don't want to get your lure hung up in. Really nice structure, although there's really not a lot here. It's just some rocks. There's a turtle coming up right there. Human, get out of the way. It's a human. I gotta go. Oh shoot. Nice cast ball. But a great bank for jig fishing. Yes, I didn't notice that this is, I didn't even check for some reason. I just assumed that it hadn't been graphed before, but it has. It's deep, and let's see where I'm at right now. kind of like 20, maybe 25 feet of water right out in the middle here. And it drops off pretty much straight from the bank because it's just a whole bunch of blue. There's no real definition between depth. It just straight on down. Just, you know, kind of like it looks. Anyway, I like this Argus Field Map app. Thank you, Connor. Appreciate it. So I just took another screenshot of where I am right now because this is a really cool feature. So I was coming down the bank from the boat ramp on the opposite side of the shore from the boat ramp, and then there's this. It doesn't look quite as impressive because I'm already on it, but this is a little cove that is in here, and you can tell from the depth it's not very deep. So I'm not going to be using this, but I will put on my chatterbait. It's got a rock bottom. See that right there? I'm sure you can see the rocks in the water. Pretty cool. Sweet little part of this pit. Oh, great. Cast on the other side of the weeds. So I'm coming out of that pocket, and look at this. Rocks all along here. Going to this point right here, and then it just drops off. Wow. Heck yeah. So I need to get another screenshot so you can see where I am with this. For my record, this is the third screenshot of this place. Look at that boulder right there. Man, oh man. How cool. Yeah, I'm still out here on the edge of this. For good reason. I mean, dang, this looks so cool. So this kind of stuff right here seems to go all the way across this this cove right in here. I just want to show you this little stretch of bank right here. How cool it is. Nice little bluegill right there in the water. Just really great structure along the shoreline. That's probably a bluegill that tagged the old trailer. Though I'm pretty close to the back of the pit right here. But man, I just love this kind of stuff. Thought I'd show it to you. Here's a cool little place. Looks like another possible creek that comes in right here. Or whenever it's rainy. So that is the end, but it does go around the corner. And look at these rock bluffs over here. Man, oh man. Okay, so apparently, right up here about where this tree is, it goes from 12 to 9, and then it's like 4 to 5 feet at the deepest, all the way to the back of this little cove right here, which we'll take a look at and see what that looks like. Okay, so like I say, I'm not going to go all the way to the back of this, but if you can see, there's bushes all along this side hanging over. Oh, wow. How about a turkey vulture? Hi, buddy. Had a hard time getting out of the trees there. Bushes hanging over on this side. Oh, and another one. Where there's one, there's more, right? How cool. Before anybody else thinks they have to leave their roost, I will go ahead and get out of here. My goal is not to scare the wildlife, but to be one with the wildlife. Okay, just wanted to show you this. Look how cool. This neat little overhang right here. Not like there'd be a bass up underneath it or anything, but it just looks so cool. And all these rocks along the shoreline here. I just want to stop and show you this. Okay, so we had the rocks back there. Now this is, you know, grassy banks, but look, the rocks continue and it just drops off. So, you know, like even I'm thinking a worm, you know, big worm, Texas rig, or drop shot, whatever. But how cool, the beavers put themselves in a little tube slide. Wee sploosh, back up, wee sploosh. Or maybe not. So just cruising, this is past the beaver tube slide. These are the rocks that I was looking at on the other side. And so yeah, there's definitely no weed beds growing up in front of them. It's just plain old rocks. Okay, so here's that rock wall that I was looking at from across the way. It actually does cantilever out. So there's space for the fish to get in underneath that. And then here's more of it. Isn't that so cool looking? Well, a little guy came out and got my buzz bait. And it's a little after 1 o'clock. So, thanks, buddy. Been right along the edge of these rocks here. So check this out. Little bend in the bank here. Shallow rocks with the weeds growing up. I would imagine that there would definitely be a big bass or two hanging out and all this stuff. And we got another cool little overhang here. And then it goes on with more weeds and deep water right next to it. Not sure what this is down here. I guess these are more rocks. Yeah, rocks right here. Cool. Well, so I think that's a wrap for the pits of Unit 20. This is a really, really cool pit. And not just because I caught a nice bass out of it, but man, it's another one of those with just incredible structure along the shoreline. Trees hanging in the water or in the water, big rocks. Got the weeds that are growing up along that are have enough openings in the pockets that big bass can get up underneath them and, you know, ambush. But as far as bank fishing goes, you got a little bit right here. As far as I can tell, that's all there is. And then, so the rest of this is pretty much, yeah, you're not going to be fishing too much from the bank. But anyway, that's it. I sure am glad that you watched, and I hope I gave you some ideas. Maybe convinced you to come out here and try it. There's lots of big warmouth in here, and bluegill as well. I've seen them, you know, along the shore and stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. I love that, you know, there's more and more of you that think that this is a good enough channel to subscribe to, because my numbers keep slowly going up. But you know what I'm going to tell you now, right? If you happen to have a kid, school hasn't started yet, so if you happen to have a child or two around the house that's bored and maybe they haven't ever tried fishing before, take them out. Get them hooked on fishing. It's a great thing to be hooked on, because then you end up being an old fart like me, spending your time out on a really peaceful strip pit like this, surrounded by trees, bird, nature, and it's not a bad life, let me tell you. But thanks again. Until next time, go fishing. Bye.